morning, campers. Today I want to give you 3 key blockers on your journey of healing, on your journey of growth, spirituality, self-improvement, however you want to call it, it doesn't matter. 3 key blockers that can keep you stuck in a loop. And I really believe that if you remove these three blockers, you will accelerate like there's no tomorrow. Spirit woke me up for this night, so let's get it. All right, number 1 is a lack of consistency and self-dedication. I see this all the time in so many people. If you do have, just a side note, if you do have lack of consistency and self-dedication, it means that your masculine, your inner masculine is wounded, because these are the qualities of true, healthy, masculine energy within us. Divine masculine energy has consistency, has self-dedication. What does it mean? There is a reason they call it journey, right? Healing for most individuals doesn't happen from one day to another. Growth, self-improvement, self-reflection, healing of our shadows, healing of our wounds, it doesn't happen overnight. And again, there's a reason they call it shadow work. It is work. You have to put in effort. You have to put in that work. And sometimes that work means that you're standing in front of years of work, years of revisiting your past pain, years of challenges where you're not gonna see external gain, external change in your external world, because we're not supposed to immediately change our external world. We start from within, we start from ourselves. And oftentimes when we want a better life, when we want a specific love story, specific career, universe will test us. Do you really want this? Are you really ready to do this? Are you really ready to change? Or are you just doing it to gain something, right? This is not a barter kind of situations. You change for you. So if you are unable to show up with an actual action plan, I'm going to go on healing sessions, my shadow work sessions once a month. I'm going to be journaling every day. I'm going to be, revisiting my shadows and doing all the exercises that, whether that's a therapist or a shadow worker has given me. I'm going to be really looking inwards. I'm really dedicating my time, however your journey looks like, whatever that is. If you cannot activate the healthy inner masculine within that will create, literally plan on a page for you and be like, let's go, let's get it, let's do it, you will not progress. I know so many people who literally, in theory, they know what to do. They know what to do. They know what they need to change. They sometimes even aware of their shadows, but yet they don't do anything. And they consciously just look for excuses. I don't have the time. I had a really busy week and this and that. They don't even have the time to dedicate 1 hour to do perhaps a guided meditation once a week. So without that self-dedication, without dedication to you, you're doing this for you. If you cannot dedicate yourself to you, how on earth you want the universe to dedicate itself to you? You are the universe. Remember, I say this all the time, universe only understands vibration. If universe doesn't see within you the willingness and the consistency to change, your world will never change. Next one is very important one, and it is denial. And I see this again in many, many people. Deep self-awareness, deep self-reflection is key and is essential on a journey of self-improvement. Finger must always go towards you. If you are not willing to ask yourself, am I the problem? Where can I do better? What are my shadows? I really want to go deeper. I really want to be self-aware. But if you roam around saying, I'm okay, I'm all right, it's the world, it's them, it's my exes, you're going to get nowhere. And I'm going to give you one tip that will maybe explain why it's so important. Oftentimes in karmic relationships, right, when people sometimes struggle and sometimes go through these very difficult karmic relationships, right? So they're cheated on, they sometimes even abuse, they lie to, they really are paired with that very toxic, very negative, not a nice person karmic. But the fact that there's a big difference between you and your karmic connection is part of your lesson, because it's only so easy to point a finger towards another person because they're worse than I am. I would never do this to anyone. All of these things that they did to me, but it doesn't matter. On a journey of healing, on a journey of growth, on a journey of self-improvement, it doesn't matter. The fact that other people around you are horrible and other people around you are the worst, it is their journey to worry about. It is their it is their karma to worry about. It is not yours. Your journey and a journey of true healing, if you really want to change, is you. So if you are not willing to point the finger right here and ask yourself, where can I do better? Where could I have done better? I am the problem. I chose all these people. You're gonna get nowhere on this journey. And I always say this, especially on my one-to-one sessions, that one of the when people really are ready, when I feel that people are really ready to embark on this journey, to really make sure that you remove all your shadows, because we work in layers, right? We revisit certain shadows. I talk about this all the time. It's sort of a spiral, kind of a dynamics when I talk about healing. You gotta get excited about this. You gotta get excited. You gotta just change the narrative and be. It's not about that there's something wrong with you. It's not about, it's just that I have gained the gift of self-awareness. Now I know that I can heal. I can do better. Let's do this. Show me, source, my guides, my shadow workers, show me what I can do better. And if you hear a specific wound, a specific trauma, don't get all like, no, I don't have this. That's not possible. Get excited. What if I have it? Let's investigate. Let's really find out, where can it come from? What does it mean? Maybe I do have it on some level. So you really have to remove that denial. Denial comes from pride. Denial comes from your ego. It doesn't come from soul, right? Soul wants to grow, soul wants to expand. So it's the ego. And some people, because of denial, they can really be stuck, I kid you not, entire lifetime. And the final one is, and this one I sometimes find in people who theoretically been on the healing journey for years. And that one is entitlement. And I talk about this a lot on this channel. What does it mean? It means that people would say, even on a healing journey, I've been doing so much work. I've been putting in so much effort. I've been really, consistent and I've been really doing the healing. Where is my perfect life? Where is the love of my life? Where is the abundance? I deserve it. I'm a really good person. I deserve it. Why things are not coming into my life? Entitlement. What you must understand is that the journey of life is not about what you deserve. It's about what you need to heal. And as long as you're doing your healing for external gain, it's not going to work. And sometimes on certain specific journeys, in the beginning of the journey, to get us going, to get us moving, especially, side note, on a twin flame journey, that external gain, right? So that person is your motivation, and it's okay. But at one point of every journey, you must understand that all these things that you're doing these things for yourself, because you are the prize. Nothing external is the prize. It doesn't mean that those external things will not come. It doesn't mean that those external things are not part of your highest, most abundant timeline. It just means that they are a byproduct of you in your wholeness, of you doing things for you. There is no prize on this journey. You are the prize. And if you've truly finished and graduated the journey of healing, you find yourself in a point of understanding, wow, look what I've become. Thank you. That's all I really needed. Because anything external, you will always accept. You will always appreciate anything that you have. And important thing is also to understand that people often say, this is not fair. This person is going through this. It's not fair. I'm a good person. I deserve this. It's not fair. And then they start to say that there is no fairness in the universe. There is fairness. It's just that you have to take a step back and look at the journey of life as a journey of lifetimes. You don't only live this lifetime. You live a variety of lifetimes. And sometimes you are learning lessons that you failed to learn in previous lifetimes. You're paying karma that you've created for yourself in previous lifetimes. So everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. You have to release that. You have to release the entitlement to choose to switch that entitlement to gratitude, because we always have what is needed on our journey in the moment of now. And that's also abundance. Abundance doesn't mean that you have millions in your bank account and you have a variety of houses. Abundance means that you always have what you need on your journey in a specific moment of time to fulfill your purpose at that moment. And when you start to believe that, and when you start to release, that's really when the true shift happens. And I have a little bonus for you to end this video, linking to what I just said, that what you haven't learned in the past lives, you're gonna have to learn in this one or in next ones. I find that on this journey, many people are already self-aware, many people are already ready for a great journey of really healing and transforming, but they settle in life, right? They get stuck in the belief that it's too late for certain things. It's too late for changing a career, to developing a new career. It's too late for changing, new love and new job. In reality, those are limiting beliefs, right? And I'm going to give you a specific example. I know people who settle in relationships with karmic partners knowing that these are karmic partners. That doesn't mean that those are bad partners, right? We talk about this all the time. Sometimes our karmics are good people. It's just that you don't have a true soul connection with those people. They don't see you for who you are. They don't see your soul. You cannot be truly vulnerable, truly authentic with them. It's a mediocre, okay relationship, and they settle for these relationships because they say, oh, it's already too late to find love. It's too late to to embark on this journey. I don't want to be alone. I really feel lonely. But this also ties into that entitlement. So what you're trying to say to me, that you're choosing a karmic relationship that, by the way, is out of alignment as per divine law. As per divine law, we shouldn't be in karmic relationships. We should only be engaging with soulmates, because you're expecting that if you embark on a journey of healing, you will get a true relationship, and you feel it's too late for that. But you're not supposed to embark on a journey of healing for that gain. You're supposed to embark on the journey for you. And we have free will. Granted, we have free will. Some people went through difficult experiences. They have all the right to choose to live this lifetime the way they want to. But side note, this is exactly why we're on repeat for hundreds of lifetimes. Because once you shed your physical body and you're going to return to spirit realm, stand in front of your higher self, they will say, okay, you decided to teach yourself something and you failed to do that. Settling is always failing to learn a lesson. So now we have to ensure that the next lifetime you ain't gonna do it. So I'm gonna hit you with a karmic partner. You're gonna have no option but to walk away from this relationship. Okay? So food for thought. Remember that, again, we have free will, but the free will often keeps us stuck in that karmic loop. So you are entitled, I wanted to say, no, let's remove that word. You are in your right to choose to live your life the way you want to. But remember, sometimes when we consciously reject certain lessons, next lifetime we will get hit harder with the same lessons, just to ensure for our greatest good that this time we're gonna make it right. All right, if this was helpful, if you've enjoyed it, please like, follow, share, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I love you.